Alright, Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you for another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakwa Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Alright, in today's lesson, we're going to get right into it. We're going to go into the importance of knowing the meaning of words. Because, words mean something. Alright, so we're going into the importance of the meaning of words. So this is why, starting from the apostles and elders on down, alright, of Great Millstone, encourages us, to do your own research. Don't just take this word and just run with it and then just believe it just because it sounds good. Alright, because if you don't do your own research, if you don't fact check anything, that's the mark of a fool, because you're just rolling with the punches. You're judging according to your emotion. See, there's no scholarship there. There's no knowledge there. There's no wisdom. Because, let's say you hear information from, 5 people. Rather than, searching it out. Let's say, they're talking about the same thing, same topic. And rather than you, searching it out and say, well, you know what, let me fact check them. Let me double check it and see if the criteria and the work that individual is bringing out is not sincere and truth. You want to do your own research, because that's what seals your faith. That's what convinces you, like, yup, this is the truth. I'm going to go this way or I'm going to go that way. So basically you have to check it out. Don't be lazy. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 1 on down. We're going to go down in the chapter. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. Right there. Booyah, perfect. To perceive the words of understanding. So you got to understand what's going on. So, there's no other better way for you to understand what's, being told to you. Other than, doing your own research, doing the fact check, check the facts, check the years, see if what, the men of the Lord are bringing out is not is facts. Because, once you do your own diligent research, let's say if, you're not really a teacher, and that's okay, because not everyone could be gifted to be a prophet and a teacher. There's different offices in this thing, but we're all one body. It doesn't mean that someone's greater than the other. All right. There is levels in this thing, but we're one body. All right. We're one body. So, let's say, you're a believer, a 1/3, and that's a beautiful thing, because you don't pick the Lord picks you. That's very heavy. That's very serious. Just remember that. You can't wake up and say, you know what, I'm going to serve the Lord. No, the Lord picks you. And that's real talk. So, when you look up your own words, now you're doing, a diligent search. Now you're having some scholarship about yourself. But not only that, that's going to help seal your faith. That's the glue, because that's going to help you. It's going to help convince you that, that these words are true, rather than just believing it, and judging emotionally, because a lot of you just go with certain churches, certain religions because it sounds good, so you just roll with the punches. So you're judging, that's emotionally. Okay, that's emotionally. Um, uh, you're judging emotionally. See that? Because you're going with, oh well, this feels right, so I'm just gonna roll with it. Without even checking it out. Without running through the facts. You know, without making sure. What? Let me make sure that that what these what these cats are teaching. What these teachers are teaching. All right, it's true. It's true or false. All right, and then once you actually do your own research and actually look up what's being taught, what's being told to you, you then it makes more sense, and then you see it for yourself. You see it with your own eyes. You're like, yeah, you know what? It does say that. The Lord's name is Yahweh. His Son's name is Yahweh Shai. That's very important. Okay, the two most important names you can know. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, His name is Yahweh. His only begotten Son, His name is Yahweh Shai. Okay, you must know that. All right, but once you go into 70 AD, look it up for yourself. When our temple was sacked, by the Romans underneath Titus. Okay, in 70 AD, you can see right there the temple. Just research the Ark of Titus, how they have that ark over there in Paris, because that's these Edomites mocking us. Like, yeah, we took you guys down. And if you look inside that ark, you'll see the Edomites. They were taking all of our treasures, our relics. And once you look up these things for yourself, then you can see, oh yeah, look, check it out. You see the Romans carrying our treasure and stuff. Then you go into that a little bit. Then you can see, like, yeah, what the Lord is talking about is very true. This is why He has the men of the Lord out here to warn you, to let you know the facts. It's life and death, ladies and gentlemen. See that? So this is why you have to check out the words for yourself, because words have meaning. Words mean stuff. For reals. This whole world is on a satanic left-hand vibration. All the way to how they talk about children. They call them kids. Kids is a baby goat. Facts. Okay, what's a goat? Okay, these devils worship a goat. Bafflement. That's left-hand side. Remember the right-hand side. That's the sheep. Okay, we don't worship no damn goat. That's the left. That's the retarded left-hand side. See, All right, but it goes all the way down to that. Even all the way right there. That word, kid. When you say, oh, let the kids play. That word kid means baby goat. Facts. 100%. 100%. And this whole world on a satanic vibration. 100%, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. This is why you have to look up your words. Because they put a lot of spells, in that word. How you say, well, I'm gonna go to work all week. What do you think that word a week is? It makes you weak. It's like a spell. All right, facts. The pharmacy goes back to pharmacule. That's witchcraft. Hollywood. That's Hollowwood. That's that staff that the wizards had. That's all witchcraft, sorcery. Facts. 100%. What do you think American Idol is? That's idolatry. Right there, right in the title. American Idol? It's idol. You should not worship idols. But what do these heathens and Edomites do? Everybody wants to be a star. That way you can idol, worship Madonna, Cardi B, Beyonce, because people look up to them like they're gods. Rihanna, when they're straight witches. Hey, Beyonce got caught sacrificing a cat. right before concert. Facts. She's a straight witch. Facts, ladies and gentlemen. You know? But this is why it's very important that you gotta do your own research and know the meaning of words. Absolutely. The name of the Father, his name is Yahweh. It's a nomen omen. His name means he is. He exists because he is. This is why he told Moses, go tell the Pharaoh that I am. Simple. Alright, then Yahushai, the Lord and Savior, who the world stubbornly calls Jesus Christ. His correct name is Yahushai, which is also another nomen omen, which meaning what? Meaning that he saves, he delivers, because he's the anointed, he's the Christ. It's twofold, because he can deliver you to death, or he can deliver you from death, just like he did with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Hey, but you 2/3 out here that are scoffing and playing around, the Lord has your judgment. So the Lord's going to deliver you to death. The Lord's going to deliver you to Esau, to that concentration camp, to that torture chamber. Facts. The Lord's going to lead you right to him. You know? Oh, absolutely. And a lot of you out there, 2/3, you guys are going to get double crossed by Esau. Because a lot of you trust Esau, but he's going to double cross you and you're going to find yourself, in a world of hurt. Because they're going to, throw you and your families in concentration camps. And they have concentration camps in every state in the United States. They have over 800. They're ready to go, They're already fully staffed. They're ready to rock. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 3. To receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 4. To give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. Proverbs 1 and 5. We'll go down to the 7th verse. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. Right, because a wise person, male or female, will take heed. Will consider. Let's see if what the Lord's saying is right. Someone who's got somewhat of a good head on your shoulders, some decent common sense. You're gonna consider, well, what if it is true? Because the mockers, they just scoff. The non-believers, they just shake their hand. They just shake their head. Fan their hand and say, oh yeah, right. That's not true, without even looking it up. It's like, well, did you even look it up? Did you even look up what the Lord was saying first? Facts. So a wise person will go back and say, well, wait a minute. That kind of sounds, right. Let's check it out a little bit. You don't gotta be all crazy and feverishly researching. All you gotta do is just search it out just a little. That's it. And then the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. This is what tells us in the Apocrypha. Okay, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. Facts. Absolutely, because the more you find out, like, man, you want to keep on finding out more, because you keep going down, you keep going deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole. See? So this is what these American patriots and American Bible Belts, they know a little something, right? But they don't know the full. They don't know the full. But that's all right, because they're not the prophets. But they are alert. They know that, that the government is gonna bring, martial law, lockdowns. There's gonna be civil war. That's why they're prepping. That's why they're buying ammo. They're even getting ready. They're warning their friends and family. See that? But they don't know the whole. See, that's where the prophets come in to give you the whole. See that? Because they don't. These American patriots and American Bible Belts, they don't go too far down the rabbit hole. Some may, but the majority, just generally speaking, they just know there's a problem, and we gotta bear arms. They're talking about the American patriots, people who are prepping to fight against the New World Order. All right, because all they know is there's too many damn foreigners coming through the borders. This place is America's turning into a shit show. What the hell's going on? Trump's getting shot in the ear. What the heck's going on? Biden stepping down. Like what the heck? So all they know is that we gotta take America back. This is the American patriots and American Bible Belts. Some may be well learned, but we're just talking about the majority here. All right, because they don't go all the way down the rabbit hole. Because I hear a lot of them, in these YouTube, alternative news apps, stuff like that. They're pretty good. They're pretty on point, but they don't talk about the Lord and the angels. See that? But that's all right, because that's not their law. Their law is, they are, they're American patriots. They're American Bible Belts. Not saying that they're bad people. Not putting them down, but they don't know the full. All right, but they are prepping because they know. And that just shows you don't even have to be that educated in the scripts to know that danger's coming. Because even your wacky-tacky Christian, they know, like, yep, trouble's coming. Not all of them, but some of them they know. They know that the chip is the MOTV. There's gonna be a lot of even Christians as well, because they know that's the chip. They know that. Okay, once again, not all of them, but they know. Anyone, once again, with a decent head on your shoulders, man or woman. Okay, all right, you can clearly see that trouble is right around the corner. That storm is coming, baby. You can see it. It's like night and day. But the thing with the American patriots is just that you don't hear them talk about the angels. You don't hear them talk about Leviathan. You don't hear them talk about Yahweh Shai. The Heavenly Father Yahweh sending His Son Yahweh Shai in spaceships. Do you hear that? No. Where do you get that from? The prophets. See that? Because they don't go too far. They don't go too far down the rabbit hole. All they know is they got to get their rifle. They got to start prepping. Because they're not with the New World Order. But there's it's like half. Because some are down with it and some are not. Some people are saying, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Because a lot of people are right now. They're making their last decisions. All these teams around the world and people, they're hearing all that info, So not only are they hearing the info about, this government's going out, out of control. America's a shit show. What the hell's going on? There's a famine. The food has bacteria. Like, damn, what's going on? Monkeypox going on. What the hell? Listeria. Rent is too damn high. What the hell is going on? So a lot of people are, they're hearing the prophets, like, what are you talking about? The Lord's going to come back in spaceships? What? So a lot of people are making their last decisions. There's a lot of people who, there's a lot of teams in the United States. United States is, man, is a ticking time bomb, ladies and gentlemen. There's so many teams here, so many sleeper cells from everywhere, okay? Including Americans, just people who are just prepping. Let's say they're not like a big prepper, but you got people too, just families who are like, what? When this shit goes down, we're going to buy a couple rifles, In fact, they may not be like all training and stuff like the real Edomites, but you got people buying, ARs and stuff like that, shotguns. Oh yeah. People hear about it, facts. It's just that the prophets are in the front line speaking about it every day, every week, telling you it's got to go down out here. See? So, with that being said, a lot of people are making their last decisions. Well, when shit hits the fan, excuse my Italian, when shit hits the fan, a lot of people are like, well, when shit hits the fans, What side are you going to be on? Just like that movie, the Wadi Halbashi Meow Shai for the inspiration. I just got a, I got a little example. The Wadi Halbashi Meow Shai. Okay, if you guys ever seen that movie, Civil War, a prime and beautiful example, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, if you guys ever seen that movie Civil War that just recently came out, a few months ago, all right, in theaters, all right, remember, not only were they fighting, because they didn't show them fighting against like the UN troops and all that, they showed them fighting against themselves. And remember, what did that dude say? What did those individuals say when they came across another American? They say, hey, we're Americans. Because that's what the majority of people think. Oh, all we got to do is say we're Americans, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Let's say you work for the water company, Let's say you work for the district of water and power. Like, you know what? I've been American for 50 years. I was born and raised here. My dad and mother were born here. I'm second, third generation American, all the way. That don't even matter. Okay, because remember in that movie, what did he say? What kind of American are you? He goes, okay. He goes, oh, you're American, huh? He goes, okay. And he scratches, remember that guy with the red glasses? And he scratches his beard, he's just like, okay. He's like, okay. Or he scratches his head. I forgot if he had a beard. But that one Edomite, But I remember he had like those red glasses, and he's just like, oh, you're American, huh? He's like, oh, what kind of American? See? Because that's how it's going to be, because even Americans are going to be picking sides, when the battle gets real bad, but ultimately it's going to be, every man for himself, last man standing, unless you're part of some like crazy big team, or of course the military, right? You're going to pick a side, but if not, it's basically last man standing, survival to the finish, only the strong survive, because that's how it's going to be. It's going to be kill, excuse my Italian, it's going to be kill or be killed. Facts. Let me continue in the book of Proverbs. I got some more examples for you. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 6. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. Right, exactly. Okay, exactly. So the dark sayings, because you got to understand what these words mean. Remember, like that word holy. Okay, holy means separate. It doesn't mean that people might say, hey, that person's holy. You may think, oh, that person goes to church, he's a pastor, he's without sin. No, he's just perfect, No, that word holy, it means separate. That's all it means. All right. What makes the Bible holy? Because it's for the Israelites. It condemns the heathens and Edomites. Why do you think they want to ban it all of a sudden? Because the real prophets are on the scene, breaking it down the correct way, telling you, no, this is what it really means. This is what the Bible's saying. The Lord hates the Edomites. That's why the Edomites are like, oh, is that right? See? Why do you think the left-hand side is saying, oh, no mercy? Oh, is that right? Well, expect no mercy then. See? Well, the right-hand saying, well, bring it on then, Bring it on then, Frodo. The left-hand side is saying, oh, my patience is wearing thin. The right-hand side is saying, come on, Cletus. Bring it on, Frodo. You feel some type of way? You feeling froggy? Huh? It's your kingdom. It's your rules. Don't look at somebody else like, oh, you're lucky. It's your rules. It's your kingdom. You can roll whenever you want, mijo. You can roll whenever you want, Frodo. See, don't look at everyone else like, oh, you're lucky because we can't. Because what? It's complicated. Excuses. It's your kingdom. Change the rules. The hell? It's your kingdom, Frodo. You little French fry. Anyway. Okay. Anywho, carrying on. Let's get back on topic here. All right, let's get back on topic. You want to know the sayings. It's because you want to know what these words mean. All right, just like we told you that word kid, they say, oh, let the kids play. That word kid means baby go. All right, because everything's on a sinister, satanic vibration, from the rap music to rock and roll. Everything has vibrations and spells in it. Facts. All right, there's nothing wrong with listening a little bit to it, but if you do too much, indulge in that, and you live that lifestyle, then yeah, facts. All right, because just look at Pacquiao. The boxers, before they enter the ring, they listen to they bring out little rock, a little rap to kind of get them in the spirit, but that don't mean that person's. They don't mean that because Pacquiao might listen, might be bumping rap before he fights, means that he's a gangster. No, it's because he's just bumping a little hip hop, just to kind of set the mood, get in that fighting warrior spirit, But Pacquiao, he's a humble family man, he's a good guy, I'm not sure, I know he's into the Lord, but he's not. I haven't heard him say Yahushai, But I know, I'm sure he's a Christian or something like that, So just because, but you got to understand that. So yeah, the men of the Lord, do some of the men of the Lord listen to hip hop? Yeah. I do myself. But does that mean that, we're out here trying to be gangsters and stuff? No, not at all. It's just like when people motivate themselves to go to the gym. Sometimes you listen to a little music, You got to break it up. It's called balance. You can't just constantly be studying 100%, You'll burn out. You got to have a little balance in there, a little music, whatever, And just, you got to know, but that too much of it is not good, because there's real bad rap music out there, hip hop, because that people actually try to live that lifestyle, like for reals. I mean, you listen to a little bit, a song here or there, you bob your head, like, all right, that's cool, but you're not trying to live that lifestyle. But those songs actually influence the young, and they actually are trying to live that lifestyle, like Cardi B, Beyonce, all the independent women, single ladies, she's out there singing that song, so all the women are like, yeah, that's right, I don't need a man, forget you and all that. Meanwhile, Beyonce's going home to Jay-Z. She's married. See, singing that song like, yeah, where all the single ladies, I mean, that's cool, because there are some single women that are successful and independent, absolutely. But, it's when you start putting men down, like, men ain't shit. It's like, no, the men that you were with ain't shit, and it goes vice versa. There's bad women and there's bad men. There's good women and there's good men. It's vice versa. It goes both ways, baby. See that? So, Beyonce is singing all that, independent single women, but yet here she is. She's married. She goes home to Jay-Z, and I believe they have, a few children together. Cause that's the right way to say it, children. See, but there's women out here who actually live like that. Like, yeah, that's right. That's right, Beyonce. Yeah, that's right. Excuse my Italian. There's some women out here like, yeah, that's right, bitch. Yeah, that's right, bitch. We don't need no man. Now look at them getting kicked out of apartments, crying. See, and you gotta know that just because you women out there had 2 or 3 bad dates doesn't mean that just all the men are fucked up. Excuse my Italian. Facts. I mean, there's good men out there, but also, yes, it just so happened that the men that you had dated weren't good men. Did you try to find them at a club? Where did you find your men at? You're over here complaining. Where did you meet them? Did you meet them at a Mediterranean restaurant, at a library? Or did you meet them at a bar, a club? Then you're over here whining to your mom and auntie saying, oh, he wasn't a good man. Where'd you find him at? Where'd you find him at, Kimberly? Let's hear it. No. Let's hear it. Let's fucking hear it. No more bullshit. Let's fucking hear it. Alright, we're coming out raw today. Straight up. Huh? Alright then. And, just because you had, 2 or 3, bad dates, what does that mean? All the guys are just, the hell with all of them? You see? Huh? Alright, and then, same thing with you men, if you have a good woman at home, of course. Yes, love her, take care of her, But if you have a woman who's just being a demon, you need to put her in her place. There's a lot of you men out here that are letting these women just walk all over your ass. You gotta put your foot down. Of course, don't be mean to women. If you have a good woman, yes, of course, love her, take care of her. Our women are beautiful, the daughters of Zion. But if she's going off, being a demon and just trying to control you for no reason and being stupid, you need to be a man and you need to put your fucking foot down. You need to tell her, what? Now I'm not giving it up. Now, what? Tonight I'm not giving up the dick. Straight up. You gotta tell her, what? Fuck it. You want to act up? Now I'm not going to give it up. Now I'm not going to give up the dick. You need to tell her like that straight up. You got to be a man. All right? And if the bitch don't listen, cut her ass loose. Okay? Facts. And it goes both ways. See? If you guys want to work at it, then, you work at it. If it don't, cut them loose. Facts. But of course, if the woman is a good woman, hey, love her down, take care of that woman. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Okay? Take care of that woman. And I know, because a woman is a man's prize. That's why the men, they want to do everything for the woman. They want to buy her a nice car, a big house. They want to give her the big ring. They want to do everything for the woman because the woman is a man's prize. Because you're like, damn, Okay, you don't think that the woman's a man's prize? Okay, when you guys go to work, see how many men when you go to work have their wife right there in the wallpaper. When you guys have meetings or whatever. Not saying like just be nosy, but just look. Over 80% of married men have either their children or their wife right there. As soon as they open up their phone, their wife's right there in the wallpaper. Why? Because that's their life. They love their wives. See? And those you men out there who have good women, yeah, you want to do even more better because like, damn, I have a good woman. You want to do even more. You're like, damn, I want to get her a better car. Like, damn, I want to take her on vacation. I want to take her out to go eat at good restaurants because you're like, damn, she's good. I want to do even more because that's your prize. See that? Same thing with the women. You have a good man. You're like, damn, you do good. You want to cook good for him or however. If you guys don't cook, you guys want to go out. And enjoy each other, stuff like that. It works both ways. See? So you gotta put effort. So let's go back to Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. There it is. All right. There it is right there. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. The fear of the Lord. See, the fear of the Lord. You got to fear the Lord. Why? Case in point, real simple. It's real simple, son. Alright? Because if you get, we're entering these times where these leaders have passed draconian laws. Draconian means harsh laws. Legislatives, executive orders. So if you get separated from your family, your wife, your house, you get dragged to a concentration camp, because it may happen. They're going to start rolling out with medical martial law, because of this monkeypox. You're hearing about serious shutdowns, medical martial laws when they can just go to anyone's house at random and just do random searches. And it doesn't necessarily mean because your neighbor saw you coughing or sneezing, they can just go at random. This is where those draconian and legislative laws have been passed. This is where they come in, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, they can just choose like a name out of a hat, Like they can just pick a number. They can just say, let's search this house just for the fuck of it. Excuse my Italian. Just for the hell of it. That's medical martial law. Ladies and gentlemen, that's medical martial law. And then we're going to get to, full martial law where you're going to see tanks on the streets, militarized zones, nobody in, nobody out, UN troops, drones. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get real. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Right, because fools despise wisdom and instruction. A fool, because only a fool will reject this word and say, "No, it's not going to happen." There's some simpletons out there that say, "Well, if it does happen, it's not going to happen in our lifetime. It's going to happen 100 years from now." It's like, well, what makes you the prophecy expert? A lot of you people that make that claim, it's like you're not even an expert in the scripts. But yet you're sure that it's going to happen, but it's not going to happen in our lifetime. It's going to happen 50 years from now, 80 years from now, so you ain't worried about it. Okay, what makes you so sure to make that claim? See that? Did you just hear it from your aunt and your uncle? Did you just hear it from your neighbor and you just said, okay, well, yeah, I heard, from him? Did you even fact check it? Or did you hear it at a family barbecue and you know what, now all of a sudden you're sure because Uncle Jerry said that he was a Christian and said that, it's going to happen, but it's not going to happen till 80 years from now, so we don't got to worry about it. That's the next generation. Let them worry about it. See that? Why? Because you guys were having some hot links and a Budweiser. Now you're 100% sure because your neighbor Jerry said that, don't worry about it. It's not going to happen. Well, it is going to happen, but not in our lifetime. So now you're fully comfortable because this one dude, Jerry, your neighbor, wearing Crocs, at a barbecue, drinking a Budweiser and barbecuing hot links, said, "Oh yeah, that is true, but it's not gonna happen until, like 80 years from now. It's not gonna happen in our lifetime, so we don't gotta be worried about it." See? But did you even check what that dude said was right, or did you just, you had your beer in your hand and you said, "All right, cool, yeah, that sounds good. Hey, Jerry's a pretty good stand-up guy. We'll just." We'll run with what he said. That sounds good enough. Right, honey? Right, Jeff? See? This is where the majority of you are going off. Because you're judging emotionally. Alright? Because you're going with what sounds good. And you're just rolling with it. That's a mark of a fool. Why? Because you're assuming. You're not double checking. Alright? You're just thinking, well, it sounds right. Well, how do you know that Jerry's not full of shit? Who did he get his information from? See? He may have a nice house in the suburbs, go to church every Sunday, but where did he get that information from? See? Did you even check that out? Facts. This is why the Lord says you have to research your words. Check this out, you guys. I'm going to go to... I looked at this word for you. Before I go into this word right here, here we go. Man. There we go. All right. So before I go into this little Google search, I'm going to go over one more word. It's that word saint. All right. We cover that word holy because that word holy means separate. All right, doesn't mean that someone's, like that person's holy, that person, because he or she goes to church all the time. There's, piano music in the background, stuff like that. No, that word holy means separate. And the Israelites are separate. Why? Because we were given the laws, statutes, and commandments, not the Edomites and heathens. This is what makes us separate. You dig? Because Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai is a God of what? Of the Israelites, not of the heathens and Edomites. This is why they worship owls. This is why they're pagans. They worship the sun. Muslims, they worship the moon, Allah, Buddha, stuff like that. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is a God, but only of the Israelites. See, and this time, He's coming to save only the elect of the Israelites. So let's go into another word. You have that word saint. All right, because what if you say, "Oh, you know what? That person's such a good person," or she's such a good person. She's always helping out the community. She's such a saint. No, that word saint means Israelite. We are the saints. The Israelites. We are the saints, ladies and gentlemen. Facts. Okay, we are the saints. That word saint doesn't mean, oh, that person's just so good and innocent and, without sin, and that person's just perfect. That person's not evil at all. That person's just righteous. No, that word saint is very important. It means that's us, the Israelites. Because the heathens and the Edomites cannot be saints. They may have good grades, straight A's. Okay, but that don't make them a saint. Saint means that you're an Israelite. All right? Saint means that you're an Israelite. All right. Check this out. Now, I went into that Google research. All right. Now, okay. Now, right now. So, look at the left. Remember, everything's on a left vibration. All right. So, you know how people say, oh, well, it's sin. It's sin. Well, sin is the Italian short for the Italian word sinistra, which means left. Check it out. Look. All right. So those of you that are just listening, you're not watching the backdrop. I went on Google. Okay, you can go on Google and you can look it up for yourself. Those of you that are just listening, you're not watching the backdrop and stuff. Because right now I exit from I still have my music in the background, but I went into Google. I'm going to Google search right now. You can easily go to that. All you gotta do is go to Google, and just put left. You have right, left. Just go left and Italian. That's all you gotta put, and this will come up. It'll say left on the top, and on the bottom it'll say sinistra. Okay, because where do you get that word sinistra? What's short for sinistra? Sin. Remember, because the left-hand side, they always want you to sin, right? Because they don't want the elect to make it out of here. But too bad. It don't matter. Even if the right-hand side does sin, they're covered. Their sins are covered by the blood of Yahushua. Doesn't mean for them to be stupid, remember, and just sinning carelessly and add sin on top of sin. But their sins are covered. Facts. Because they are the elect. They are the elect, ladies and gentlemen. See that? So check it out. This is what that word. Everything has a what? A left hand satanic vibration. All right, because remember, it's the left hand side. Who's ruling right now? The left hand side. All right, so check it out. Look at left in Italian. It means sinistra. Okay, which is short for what? Sin. That's why they were telling you, hey, sin, go off, sin. Because the left-hand side is scared. They don't want the 144 to get activated. But too bad. They're going to get activated. It don't matter how, they can have their fingers crossed. Don't matter. 144,000 are about to get activated out here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, but just check it out. These are the meaning of the words. And look. That it means left. So left in Italian means sinistra, left. Sinistra, sin, the left-hand side. See that? So it's two. So check it out. It not only does it represent the left-hand side, but it represents what? Sin. Because the left-hand side is the wicked. See that? This is why those of you that are playing around with this word, and you don't believe that these international bankers, these top witches and warlocks on the left hand side, that they're not the wicked, you're gonna find out the hard way, because they are the wicked. It's not like they have some unpaid tickets, they forgot to file their taxes, and the right hand side just saying, oh look, see, they're bad, they're wicked. No, they are the wicked. Don't get it twisted. All right, they do baby sacrifices. Is what they do. They're plotting stuff. That's why Klaus Schwab straight out told you. You can look it up on People's Voice. He straight up told you, oh, you know what? We're entering a time of opportunity when these lockdowns are coming, and that we can bring chaos to the world. Because remember, it's not just the United States, it's not just the UK, because it's a new world order. Remember that, okay? It's a new world order. Facts. All right. It it's a new world order. This is what you gotta understand. All right. So and he straight said that, Klaus Schwab is very important because these devils are straight telling you out of their mouths. He's straight telling you that, we're going to bring chaos to the world. All right. That we're going to bring chaos to the world, and, we're going to suffer minor consequences to it, but that's what he straight up said that, but that's straight up, because they're straight up telling you, we're bringing the chaos. We're bringing it, and those of you still say, oh, no, they're not doing that. They're not bad. Yes, they are. They are the wicked. See? Also, you have, this is what I was meditating on earlier today. I wanted to bring it out. The water Yabashi Melshai, I remember. Okay, you had that devil, Noah Harari. You know what? Let's look him up real quick. All right, let's go to Google. Let's get it. That way you guys, we could just put an image, Noah Harari. Where is he at? Noah. What the heck's that? Noah Harari. There it is. So that way you can kind of see, all right? So check this out. And look at this. Like, he's a homosexual. That's what it says, the book right there, Homo Dios. So this is the clown right here. All right, his name is Yuval Noah Harari. All right, but this is the point. All right, because I touched on this before a while back, but I just wanted to, re-inform you how important that statement was, what he made, because he said, Yuval Noah Harari, all right, he said, and he's a homosexual too, by the way, all right, so that's clearly against the Bible, that's to show you that they're clearly against it, because if he was for the Lord, he wouldn't be doing that, facts, because he said we can make God as mad as we want, all right, and a lot of people laughed at it, and then we said, well, damn, look at this clown, he's full of pride, he's saying that, he can make the Lord as mad as he wants, he's a nobody, this dude's a clown. Okay, but let's go back to that statement, because he said we can make God as angry and as upset as we want. So did you hear what he just said? He said we can make God as upset as we want. Who of you out there that is trying to be righteous? Who of you out there are actually trying to make the Lord upset on purpose? The left-hand side is doing that because they're against the Lord. But just check out how heavy that statement was. Because remember, the words mean something. And I was meditating that earlier today. I don't know what brought it up. I was just like, you know what? Damn, that was a spirit. Because he said, we, the elites, he goes, we can make God as mad as we want. Basically, like, the Lord's not gonna deal with these clowns. Look at this little gerbil. Look at this little muskrat. He thinks that the Lord's not gonna deal with his scrawny ass. Look at this clown. Look at him. Tell me that's a man? He's through. Anywho, we gotta go back to that statement because he said we can make God as upset as we want. Okay, case in point. We laughed and made fun of him about that. We said, yeah, the Lord's going to destroy this clown. He's nobody. However, this is the case in point. I wanted to drive the point home because words are important, remember? Okay, because he said we can make God as upset as we want. So what is their objective? Because these elites are not with the Lord. They're saying that we can make the Lord as upset as we want. So basically, their agenda is to upset the Lord. Because that's what they do when they sacrifice babies. They do stuff and they're like, yeah, we're trying to get the Lord mad. Because that's what they do. See that? That's what they do. So who in your, that those of you who are trying to be righteous, because we all still sin, we all still go off, but how many of you are trying to piss the Lord off on purpose? Don't worry, I'll wait. Okay, who are trying to be righteous. And then out here just, saying it. Saying, oh yeah, I can make the Lord as mad as I want. I don't care. No, the left-hand side says that, of course, because they're with Satan. And that just shows you that these clowns are with Satan and bafflement. Because they just, remember, the Lord says that he's going to have these devil's tongue to fall upon themselves, right? Right, because that was very important. It was very short and sweet, but it was straight to the point. Because he said, we, meaning the elites, can make God, basically Yahweh. All right? Not basically, it is Yahweh, okay? Because they serve Satan. So he's talking about Yahweh. He's talking crap about the Most High. All right? And his son, Yahweh Shai. He's saying we can make God as upset as we want. See, but what's their objective? What's their plan? Because they do everything to upset the Lord. Because they're fully against the Lord. To show you that these small hats are not with the Lord. That claim that they are us. The children of Israel. They're not. See? Because he's over here saying we can make God as upset as we want. Why would he? If the Lord was with him and he was literally following the Lord, why would he want to upset the Lord? See that? But there was a we in that statement. He said we can make God as upset as we want. See? Showing you, because who in your right mind who are, trying to do righteous out there, okay, how many of you guys want to upset the Lord on purpose? Don't worry, I'll wait. So that's their objective. That's right there. That's a Mike Tyson knockout punch right there. He already told him himself. Because that little statement right there said it all. Because he said we, meaning the elites, can make God as upset as we want. Basically saying like, yeah, God's not going to do nothing. But what was that statement? What's their objective? Because their objective is to go against the Lord. Because they are not with the Lord. They're with Satan and bafflement. Boom. So they just told on themselves. Because that statement right there clearly let us know, that he said we can make God as upset as we want. Look at this clown. Look at this clown. Look at how fragile and weak he is. You think the Lord is going to have a tough time against these clowns? And he's a homosexual? Get out of here. These leaders are a bunch of clowns. Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab. You tell me right now one leader that you're like, oh yeah, that person's a king. I wouldn't want to fight that dude. Don't worry, I'll wait. They're not real men. And the majority of them are homosexuals. See that? And yet they're ready to fight the Lord. Get the fuck out of here. See? This is why we laugh. We don't just laugh just to be mean. We laugh because look at you. It's like, look at you. Wearing an old t-shirt, Levi's, and some Skechers. Like, oh yeah, we're ready to fight the Lord. Get the hell out of here. You guys are funnier than Saturday Night Live. But that's the statement that I really wanted to speak about. Because that statement right there clearly says that, clearly shows us that he said we can make God as upset as we want. Meaning the elites. Because they're clearly against. The rulers of this world are clearly against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because what's their objective? To piss the Lord off. When they do baby sacrifices, it's for they have a reason, but also it's to make the Lord upset. Because they do it and they're like, yeah, let's piss the Lord off. Let's kill some more babies. But ultimately they do that for power, because that's for witchcraft, sorcery, because Satan requires them to do a sacrifice all the time. But also they do it, for that way they can piss the Lord off. See that? They're like little brats, The Lord don't give a shit, because they can't do that. They can't do that to none of the elect, unless the Lord says, yeah, go ahead. Facts, But what's their objective? He just told himself. He said, we can make God as upset as we want. All right. So because what's their objective? To upset the Lord, because they're clearly against the Lord. So that just shows you that these small hats are not with the Lord, and the Lord's not with them. Just, we can drop the mic on that right there. It's done. Because who in your right state of mind, those of you who are, diligently seeking the Lord, trying to fight for salvation, how many of you are trying to piss the Lord off on purpose and then just being open about it? None of us, right? All right, then. All right, and that includes me. Just because I teach the word, does that mean that I'm clearing out of the woods? Not at all. Check. I got one more example for you. Moses, he received the tablets. He received the commandments, and remember he was the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai was working with him. All right, he spoke to the Lord Yahweh. He split the Red Sea, the Gulf of Suez, but he didn't even make it back to the promised land. He didn't even make it back to the promised land. He died, and this is Moses. So imagine us. Who are we? So that's just to give you, those of you, remember, because the Lord's sword is a two-edged sword. It cuts both ways. That's why that demon, Nate, Nate, whatever, from the IUIC, see that? Because remember Moses, he did all that. Literally spoke with the Lord, saw him face to face, and received the commandments. And he didn't even make it back to the promised land. He died. The Lord didn't even spare him. And this is Moses. So how much more us? So this is why we're not walking around like, yeah, we got it. Sucks to be you guys. No, we're over here. We humbling ourselves down. That's why we're we still respectful. We have manners. We're good to others. Unless you're a complete demon, then yeah, we'll cut you off. But because look at Moses. He didn't even make it back to the promised land. And this is Moses, King David. All right. So who are us? This is why you have to humble yourself down, because at any point in time, the Lord don't need any of us. He can just, he can cast any of us away. See that? This is why we give all diligence to make our calling and election sure. See that? So that's it on today's lesson on the importance of researching words. So on your feet, soldier. Stay prayed up. Stay patient. Keep enduring. Shalom.